Good morning, one and all. So today we gather here to celebrate Constitutional Day, right? So first of all, we should know what is the meaning of Constitution. What is actually Constitution, and why we are celebrating. So Constitution is nothing but it is a document, okay, which consists rules and regulations. And according to those rules and regulations, a country, a nation, a state can be governed. So that is Constitution. As ma'am also mentioned, sir also mentioned that our Constitution was completed on 26th November 1949, but it came into force on 26th Jan 1950. So if you observe, there is a gap of 2 months, right? Why there was a gap of 2 months? The thing is that on 26th Jan 1930, it was INC, Indian National Congress session. The president of that INC was J.N. Nehru. He declared as Purna Swaraj movement or Purna Swaraj Day. Means Jawaharlal Nehru, he himself declared India got complete independence from Britishers. Without Britishers gave independence. So to commemorate that day, our constitutional makers has chosen 26th Jan 1950 as the implementation or commencement of constitutions. So that is the reason why, though our constitution was adopted or completed on 26th Jan 1949, but we are celebrating Republic Day on 26th Jan 1950. And what is meant by republic actually? The republic meaning is that a country should have a constitution plus the head of the state. The head of the state must be elected directly or indirectly by the people. So how we can say India is republic? We can say why? Because India is having its own constitution. And apart from that, the head of the India, that is president, it is elected indirectly by the people of India. So that's why we can say that India is republic. Okay. Then next, apart from that, there is even part of the Indian Constitution. So according to me, each and everyone should know that part. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who is considered as chief architecture of Indian Constitution, he considered that part as the heart and soul of Indian Constitution. That is nothing but fundamental rights. So as a citizen of India, we must know what are our fundamental rights. Take an example, we have right to equality. So in India, before the law, all are equal. Whether a person is a VIP, he will get a punishment. Whether that person is a layman, he will get a punishment. Okay, might be have known about Lalu Prasad Yadav. He was the ex-chief minister of Bihar. He also got the punishment, right? So the speciality about Indian Constitution is that all are equal. Whether that person is VIP, whether that person is a layman. Okay. Then apart from that, why Indian Constitution is very bulky? As sir mentioned, Indian Constitution is the lengthiest written constitution, bulkiest constitution. Okay. As well as the lengthiest. Reason? Why? Because a country like India, we have lot of diversity, right? So if we talk about Northeast, they are totally different. Geographically they are different. Culturally they are different. When we talk about North Indian and South Indian, both the North Indian and South Indian both are different, either the geographically as well as the culture. So there is a difference between the custom and traditions. When we talk about West, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, they have different custom and tradition, right? So when we talk about Andaman and Nicobar, Lakshadweep, they have totally different custom and tradition. Okay. So our constitutional maker think that we should protect those customs and tradition of different tribes, okay, different caste or different religion. So that is the reason why Indian Constitution is the bulkiest constitution in the world. Okay, take an example. Under Article 29, we have a right to adopt any culture, any language. We can speak in any language. It is not mandatory that we should speak only our mother tongue, right? under Article 25, we have a freedom of religion. That means we can adopt, we can profess any religion, okay, which we want. Either we can be a theist or either we can be an atheist. There is no compulsion. Okay, under Article 19, we have a freedom of speech and expression. We have a freedom. We can speak against government, we can criticize the government. Okay, that is our right. We can do that one. But such kind of right hardly we can find in our neighboring countries. Take an example, Pakistan. Pakistan is also what do you call this? Neighbor country. Okay, Pakistan is also having constitution, but it follow the Islamic fundamentalism. Hardly they gave any rights. But in India, we have lot of rights. Okay, that we must know. If anyone, whether it is an individual, whether it is a group of person, whether it is a natural person or whether it is an artificial person, any person, okay, which violate our fundamental rights, then we have a right to file a case against that person directly in Supreme Court. Okay, that one of the article that is called Article 32. Right? So we must know our constitution has provided lot of rights. Under constitution only we have a right to life. Under Article 21, under that Article 21 only we have a right to live with our dignity. No one can, infringe our dignity. That is our right. If someone has hurt us, if someone has infringed our that right, then we have a right to file a case. We can do that one. People like Delhi, might we know about Delhi. For people of Delhi, they have a special right, that is right to breathe. If government is unable to provide the sufficient or that pollutionless air, then the people have Delhi, they have a right to file a case against Delhi government. As you know, Delhi is very famous for pollution. Right? So these are the rights which are enumerated in Indian Constitution. As Sir said, our Indian Constitution has drawn from many countries. Yes, it is correct. Our Indian Constitution has drawn from many countries, nearly 60 countries. Nearly 60 countries. Okay, we have drawn equality, fraternity, brotherhoodness from French Revolution. Okay. Apart from that, fundamental rights we have drawn from USA Constitution. USA country, it's made constitution on in the year 1789. From that till now, it is nearly more than 200. USA Constitution hardly changed for 7 times. But the Indian Constitution, which is just 70 years old, it has changed almost 104 times. 104 Constitutional Amendment Act. That means our constitution can be changed according to the situation, according to the demand of the citizen, of its citizen. So that is the speciality of our constitution. Okay. Though we have drawn so many provisions from USA, but we are head of USA while providing the universal adult franchise. That means right to vote, irrespective of religion, race, okay, caste, or male or female. USA adopted that universal adult franchise in the year 1965, but India has adopted the universal adult franchise in the year 1950. Though we adopted from other countries, but we amended so and so provisions according to the beneficial of the citizen of India. Okay, so that is something about Constitution. As Sir said, Indian Constitution is the biggest, lengthiest Constitution in the world. So there are so many provisions. Okay, might be you people know that we have government job. That is our fundamental rights. Article 16, it is stated that right to have public employment. If any government organization doesn't provide you to get a public employment, then we have the right to file a case. That is our right. Okay. Apart from that, we have a right under Article 20. No one can arrest us without given the grounds of arrest. Simply, we can't be arrested. Simply, we can't detain. Under Article 19 subclause 2 and subclause 3, we have a freedom of movement, we have a freedom of to form association, we can form association, we can criticize the government, we can pressurize the government to change its decision. That is our right. In India, please remember, no one is supreme. It is not president, it is not prime minister. There is only one thing supreme in India, that is constitution. Okay, so thank you.